Welcome back, guys. I've done two things while you were away. The first thing I did was to finish off the blue turf. So the Millennium Falcon is now in space. Looks better now with all this as blue turf. The second thing I've done, just over here, I've moved the water pumping station. And remember, it was in the middle here, and I've just moved it over to that side. And there's a good reason why I've done that. Before we get to that, we're going to do one thing, because somebody reminded me, which I'd completely forgotten about this. There is a program for, let's see, where is it? Spiritual something. Spiritual guidance. Now, we've got a couple of chapels, so I think we'll pop in a couple of these. Here we go, spiritual guidance. We've got 6 people waiting, but we'll pop in 2 of those. There we go. So, let's have a look at the needs, because, look, the needs are pretty darned good. Well, except hygiene. The reason for that being up is because the water was off for a little while I moved the water pumping station. But and there's still a little bit of pipe there they need to finish, but hopefully they'll get that done in a minute. But everything else is looking great. And now spirituality and hopefully literacy are going to come down because we've got the libraries and the chapels in place. Right, so in this episode, we're going to look at, we're going to try and fix 2 things. So first of all, I want to have a quick look at the regime, because the way the regime works at the moment, they get up, right? They've got a little bit of free time. Then they go to the canteen, so they're in this area. Then they go to work. Now, primarily, we want them working in the workshop, okay? Then they got yard time. Now, to get to the yard from the workshop, they've got to go, like, through here, back through the common room, and then down this corridor here, or the same here. Which is kind of, like, a bit inefficient. So, this is the reason I've moved the water pump. I'm going to put a corridor in here, so that they can actually get through here into the yards. But is that a bit better idea? I think that's a better idea. So, that's what we're going to do. So, let's do that first. So how on earth are we going to do it? Now, I'm just looking at this and thinking, yeah, we've got a problem here because we haven't got enough room for the prisoners to get through here. But I don't know. I think maybe if we put wall there and wall there and wall there and wall there, do the same down here. Boom. Oh, I added a guard patrolling here just to open this door while I was getting this done quickly. That's the only other thing that I've done. Promise. So, we've got those in. Right, we're going to want some doors. So, I think we'll have some staff doors. Where's staff doors? I think we'll have some staff doors just into these areas because they're kind of not used at the moment. Let's put a staff door in there and a staff door in there. And we'll put, I don't know, a staff door there and there. Now, I don't know whether the prisoners can kind of sneak through here. I don't think that they can, but we'll kind of see. And I don't think it's a source of, I don't think they can get anything from here if we look at deployment. No, sorry, if we look at intelligence, yeah, it's not a source of contraband. So it's not like they can rip off these capacitors and stab people with them or something. Something going on up here. What's going on up here? Is there a fight going on up here? Looks like somebody wasn't happy about something. Well, they're taking somebody off to solitary. Good job. Right, let's crank this up. Okay, so we're putting those walls in. We're going to need to make a tiny change to the yard. So they're going to be able to go through these 2. Then they need to get into here. Now, there's a cell door down here. And we've got a bit of a slowdown of our droids. So, let's go to deployment. And, yeah, we can put in another stormtrooper patrol in here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put one down here and one up here. To open these doors. Because we're going to have an extra couple of doors here, so this guy's going to be busy. Right, so in fact, let's take him up right up there. Okay, so let's put in some doors down here. So what are we going to put in? We're going to put in objects, and should I put large doors? Yeah. You know what? Let's have large doors. What the hell? So they can get through here, hopefully fairly efficiently, and get into here. Good. Okay. Next, right, well, let's let that crank up. Okay, good. Now, this area here, I'm going to... Now, because we're forcing them to go one of three routes, they've either got to go down here, or through here to get into the yard. I'm going to put patrol dogs, or probe droids in this case, into those three corridors so that they've got to go past sniffer dogs. And that, I think, might just help us a little bit. So let's put a probe droid there. One there. I'm just looking to see that I'm definitely in the right time, which I am. Put one in there and one in there. And then we want... Yeah, we'll put one there and one in here as well. There we go. Alrighty, cool. So we should do a better job of detecting contraband, which is a very good thing. Okay, the prison's cooling down a little bit. I think they got a little bit het up over the hygiene issue. How are things now? So look at the needs. Yeah, everything's starting to calm down a little bit. That's good. I'd like to see the spirituality coming down a bit. Okay, now we're going to look at rooms. We're going to look at rooms. So if we go to logistics and then we go to the room quality, right? We can actually see the quality of the cells that we're providing, and you can see. So this if we take this cell up here, this has got a grade of 7. Okay, and we could add other things to give it extra bonuses. So like a chair would give it another point, an Imperial console would give it another point, and an outside window would give it another point. And then the first number is the grading of the occupant. The occupant is entitled to a certain level of cell, right? So for example, this guy in here, this guy is in a grade 2 cell. But he's actually entitled to a grade 3 cell. But there isn't a cell for him to move to at the moment. A better cell for him to move to. So you can see that all of these cells are all grade 2. These 3 were the 3 that I couldn't upgrade. You know what? I wonder if I can upgrade them now. It's possible. Let's pause it. Let's see if we can actually get... Because these are the last 3 to get finished. Oh, yes, I can put in the showers in these 3 now. So, where's the shower head? So, boom, boom, boom. And that's it. Cool. Done. I've just saw sprinklers. I really need to put some more sprinklers into the prison. Because it's only a matter of time before we have an earthquake or a big fire or something. So, yeah, I should definitely get on and do that. Right, so we've done that. I want to create a bit of a differentiation in the cells. Let's go back to logistics for a second. So these are all quality 2 cells, right? And these are all quality 2 cells. And our average at the moment, these are below average. Our average is probably, I would think, about 3, might be a 4. Going to be in that kind of range. So I want to create some better cells. So let's go back to here. I think we'll add something simple. So let's add, I don't know, like a data pod shelf or something like that. Something simple just to create like slightly better cells. So what can we put in? Where's the data pod shelf? I can't even see it. Data pod shelf console. Oh, here's the data pod shelf. I think we should be able to pop these in. Oh, that one can't. I can't do that one. That must be a gang member in there. Can do that one. Can do that one. Can do that one. It's kind of crazy that you can't improve their cells. They're like, no, get out. You're not touching my cell. Let's do the same thing up here then. So, data pod shelf, data pod shelf. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, cool. So, let's let our R2 units get on with doing that. You know what? While they're doing that, I'm going to give this, in this cell, where's the Imperial Terminal? Imperial Console. Spin it round that way. I'm going to give this guy an Imperial Console and a chair. Where should I have the chair? I have a chair there. And I'm going to do the same in this cell over here. Yeah. So Imperial Console, where is it? Imperial Console. So that's going to go there. Yep, and a chair goes... Oh, this must be a gang member. I can't put the damn thing in. Okay, well, tough then. Tough. Don't have an improved cell. See if I care. No. What? Let me put it in. I can't do anything in this one either. Okay, well, yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. Right, now, having put those things in, we go to logistics. Hopefully, we should see that these... Yeah, see, these have improved to quality 3 cells now. So we're starting to get a bit of a a bit of a grading. Now these are average 3. So that's good. That's very good. These don't have water. Why don't they have water? Let's have a quick look at the utilities. Oh, because I couldn't hook them up, could I, before? But I can now. There we go. Right, so those will be working now. Good. Awesome. What else can we do? Well, the other thing that I wanted to do, I mean, apart from actually, I wanted to watch them through... I'll try and watch them tomorrow and see them going to the canteen. Then hopefully some of them will go to work and then go through here. Let's check the logistics screen. How many people are entitled to work? Still only got 4 people entitled to work in here. Where's our workshop safety induction? Let's have a look at the programs we've got running. The problem is we can only run one of these, and I don't think there's that many people even interested. You know, there's 4 interested, 6 have finished, 6 have passed. But there's only 4 people qualified. So the 2 people who've passed have probably left the prison. We've still got 5 interested, but we can only run 1 course at the moment, which is a bit of a pain. But, you know, I mean, we can get 5 people on 1 course, so not really too much of a problem. Right, what was I going to do next? What was I going to do next? I was going to follow them through their day, and then I was going to look to put some more cells in. That's what I was going to do. I was going to look to put some more cells in. I was looking at this bit down here and thinking, if we made a little bit of a change to these walls, we could actually get another block of cells in here, which I think would be a good plan. So, let's pause it while I put this in, because I do want to kind of watch them when they go through their morning routine. How are we going to do this? I think we go to materials. Now, if I take out this wall, yeah, it shouldn't cause any problems if I take this wall out. So, how are we going to do this? I think we'll take this out like that. And that door can actually stay there. That's okay. I want to do the same on the other side. So, take that out. Okay, R2s, get to work. Remove that wall, and then we'll just clone these 4 cells. That'll give us another 8. That'll get us up to like 50 prisoners, which would be kind of good. Go, R2s. Come on, one more bit of wall. Yeah, good job. Right, pause that. Let's do a bit of cloning then. So, clone. Where's clone? Here's clone. So, we want to clone to clone them in their beds. Oh man, I can't quite get that last wall, but we can put that last wall on. Now, we want this actually the other way around. So you know what? If we clone this area and put it up here, there, cha-ching, and then we'll add the wall that we need, which is going to go there. Right, and we'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to want a wall that goes down. Now, how long is that? It's only 4. So a wall that goes down there. Then we'll clone these cells. Ha 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 ha. Where are we? Clone. Clone these cells. Yep, and whiz them down here and pop them in. Now we're going to have to do a bit of plumbing and stuff, but now they're going to go there, aren't they? Yes, they are. Cha-ching. Right. Now I've got one more bit of wall to put in. There we go. Right, let's go to utilities. You know what? Let's let the R2 units put them in, and then we'll plumb them in afterwards. That should be pretty straightforward, though. We'll probably need to run this large pipe maybe a bit further. And we've got a problem with that door there. Actually, imagine it's the same. Yeah, it's the same on this side. Put that down there a little bit. And put a small pipe in there. I just want to make sure that we stay within the limits of the pipes. Okay, so they've got all that done. So we'll run pipe across there, pipe across there, and down there, and that should do that. Now I want to do the same down here. So pipe across there, pipe across there, and run this one down there. Boom! Alrighty, cool. Come on, R2s, get the walls built and stuff. They've put all the beds in and whatever, haven't built any walls. We kind of desperately need some a guard down here. Let's put that in, because this is going to take forever otherwise. So we'll just put a stormtrooper patrol in there. Oh, and I've put it in at the wrong blooming... Oh no, I've put it in the right time. That's okay. And we want the same thing over here, don't we? Yeah, we do. So let's put a stormtrooper in there. Cool. And I mean, I should probably put a stormtrooper patrolling up and down there. It probably would have been a better way. You know what? Let's extend his patrol route. We'll do the same for this guy, so we can keep an eye on these guys. Yeah, let's make that all the way to the end. So you can have a little look in this cell. Good job. All right. Let's go back and see what's going on. We've almost got all the walls in and stuff. Oh, somebody just got tasered. Who just got tasered? I didn't see who it was. I heard it, but I didn't see it. Who just got tasered? Ah, whatever. Missed it. Okay, so we've still got some piping to go in, but these two cells are now functional. Oh, these two cells are now functional. Cool. So it's just the piping that we're waiting on. We could do, you know, we could do with a separate guard here just to do those doors. I'm going to change that deployment. Let's go back to Stormtrooper patrols. I'm going to get rid of that and have one guy patrolling that and one guy patrolling this, because they're going to be going through these doors a lot. So get rid of that, put a guy in there. There we go. Boom. Alright. So hopefully the prison should function a little bit better now. Oh, they're all out in the yard. Now this is what I wanted to see. They're all out having some nice yard time. How's the needs looking then? Because right now... Yeah, oh, look at that! And then they go up through here. Now, there's no... Oh, where's the probe droids that I put in? They've got there's a probe droid there that they've got to go past. But I put a couple of probe droids in here. We probably need more probe droids than I've got. But this is looking absolutely awesome. Spirituality's down, literacy's down, everything else is peachy. And look at the temperature of the prison. 19 prisoners say that they are well treated. 2 prisoners have been calmed recently. 18 prisoners are suppressed. You know, we're not doing too bad. We can actually crank up our intake. You know what, just do it. Don't talk about it, do it. Let's crank up our intake to 50 prisoners then. Because I think we can actually handle it. Staggering. Staggering stuff. Alright guys, I think we will leave it there for now. If there's anything that you particularly want to see or you want me to like look at in detail or whatever, drop me a comment. But other than that, I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.